Hello, kiddies. It's me, John Kassir, the voice of the Crypt Keeper, and you're listening to the Circle Pit Podcast with your host, the God of Thunder.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Circle Pit. I hope you all enjoyed the interview with Lothar in the last episode. I'm in the process of lining up some more interviews, so keep checking out my Instagram at @thecirclepit_ and on Facebook at the Circle Pit Podcast. Alright, so first thing that I want to talk about is just a minor change in the show's production. As you all noticed, there was no episode last week. And if you have been paying super close attention to my social media, then the bio now says bi-weekly. And now with that being said, if I get an interview and it is long before the show is due to air, then I will do a special show just for that interview. That means it could be on a Sunday, it could be on a Tuesday, a Wednesday, whenever. Whenever the show that is scheduled to air the following week, that will go as planned. So that's just a small change to the Circle Pit. Like, there may be 2 episodes in 1 week, there may be 1 every week, depending on when I get these interviews, but the scheduled programming is every other week. So the next time an episode will air will be on March 1st. So next on our list, February is almost over. It's insane. We're halfway through the whole month. That means it's almost time for March Madness. And for many of you, that means basketball. But for me, I like to call it Circle Pit Madness. Now, for all you new listeners, this is something that I did last year that everyone seemed to love, so I'm going to do it again. Basically, what it is a bracket that has a list of horror movies and heavy metal band names. You'll be able to vote on Facebook as well as Instagram. By the end of the week, we'll know who moves on to the next round, and by the end of the month, we'll have 1 band and 1 movie as our winner. Last year's winners were Iron Maiden for Best Metal Band and The Exorcist for Best Horror Movie. So it's just like March Madness, but with a more interesting topic. So I just made the bracket up a couple days ago, so the bands and the movies are all in place and ready to go for March 1st. So, in no particular order, I'll tell you guys all the bands and all the movies right now. So, the participants for the Best Metal Band are Gwar, Avenged Sevenfold, King Diamond, Disturbed, Marilyn Manson, Hatebreed, Pantera, and Slipknot. So, at the end of March, we'll know who will be joining Iron Maiden as the Best Metal Band. In Circle Pit history. We'll do that. In Circle Pit history. Now for the best horror movies, the participants are The Evil Dead, the original, It 2017, Poltergeist, Silence of the Lambs, Get Out, Pet Sematary, Nightbreed, and Hereditary. And at the end of the month again, we will see which one of these movies will be joining The Exorcist for the best horror movie in Circle Pit history. And just so you all know, this is not rigged. So if your favorite band or your favorite movie gets knocked out, it's not my fault. So I hope you're all excited and get ready to vote, because in exactly 2 weeks from today, I will post the first round for voting. Now, since we're on a roll right now, I'm going to do something that I've been wanting to do for a couple weeks now. So I know it's been out for quite some time, but I never got to do the review. So I'm not going to go into too much detail though, because not everyone has seen it yet. But M. Night Shyamalan released his newest film, Glass, starring James McAvoy, Bruce Willis, and Samuel L. Jackson. The film starts off following David Dunn, Bruce Willis's character from Unbreakable. We understand very quick that David is on a mission to find the Horde, aka James McAvoy's character from Split. Kevin, who has 23 different personalities, is on the loose. He's capturing young girls, and just all 23 of his personalities, technically 24 if you're including the Beast, is non-stoppable. So then, as an audience, we see David's son, who has been working with him to find the Horde and also find other bad guys along the way. When David goes downtown, he bumps into a man, and now, if you all know Unbreakable, he could see when David Dunn bumps into someone, or at least touches them, he could see what they just did bad, or like if they did anything bad at all. So like that's how he stops all the bad guys, is by just touching them, and he could see exactly what they did. So he bumps into Kevin, not knowing that that was the Horde. He sees everything that the Horde's been doing. He sees the girls that are locked up, and he realizes that he's close to where it is. So he completely stops listening to his son, and he goes right into the building to save the hostages. So now I realize I'm saying a lot of stuff right now, so I'm going to cut it down a little bit. But basically, David and Kevin get surrounded by the police and SWAT teams, and they're brought to a mental facility where they meet up with Mr. Glass, Samuel Jackson's character. Now, as you all know, at the end of Unbreakable, Mr. Glass got arrested for the train demolition and basically every other thing. Mr. Glass is a murderer, and he killed a whole bunch of people. So he's in a mental facility, mainly because he thought what he was doing was right, and he thinks he's also a superhero. So Glass and the Horde begin to work together, and David wants to stop them, but because he's in this facility, he can't break out. But in reality, he can, because he is super strong. Mr. Glass is still obsessed with these comic books and wants to make a headline that no one will ever forget. Hero versus villain, also known as David versus the Horde. On live television in the streets of the city, there's an opening for the new building, so Mr. Glass figured that's the perfect spot to do this. Mr. Glass tells David, if you really want to stop this and make a hero for yourself, come stop the Horde at the grand opening of whatever this building is. So long story short, it was put together very well. M. Night did a great job with this film. It's not his best, but it was a good ending to the very random Unbreakable split trilogy. There were some things that, from a director's standpoint, I would have done differently, but overall, it was a great film. And one last thing, M. Night is known for his plot twists. So I'm not going to tell you what the plot twists were, but that's because you have to go see the film. So, but if you, just so you're aware, there's not one plot twist. There's two. So keep that in mind for when you go see the film. Overall, I give Glass a solid 8 out of 10, and I'm definitely gonna buy it as soon as it comes out on DVD, because even though it wasn't his greatest film, it was still very enjoyable, and I would love to just go see it again and again and again and again. So I highly recommend this movie, especially to all you fans who love M. Night Shyamalan, or Split, or Unbreakable, whatever. Go see it. Now, in some metal news, Slipknot have began teasing their newest album, and they also say that their single, All Out Life, is not as heavy and dark as the rest of the album. So what does that mean? That means we're getting a heavier, darker Slipknot this year. Heavier than Iowa? I don't know. But heavier than All Hope Is Gone? I don't know. But we're going to see that. Hopefully it's coming out maybe June, but we'll see when it comes out, and hopefully I'll be able to play a song for you guys. I've been in contact with their press and their manager, so hopefully all works out. Now, they are also confirmed to tour this summer. The rumored supporting acts, but not confirmed, are Behemoth, Gojira, and Volbeat. But that's also just a rumor. Those three bands could just be going on their own headlining tours, but we don't know. But there's going to be a lot of big summer tours. That includes Breaking Benjamin and Korn as well. As I said, no official dates have been announced yet, but as soon as they are, I will let you all know. And with that being said, since yesterday was Valentine's Day, I know it's kind of a little jump, I just want to share with you the 15 creepiest love songs of all time. This is according to Loudwire. So starting at the top of their list is Dance Macabre by Ghost, Gabrielle by Cradle of Filth, Stalker Song by Danzig, Valentine's Day by Marilyn Manson, Morgue Than Words by Wednesday 13, NIB by Black Sabbath, Bloody Kisses by Typo Negative, Used to Love Her by Guns N' Roses, Evil Love by Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats, Living Dead Girl by the Great Rob Zombie, I Love the Dead by Alice Cooper, Die Die My Darling by the Misfits, Dead Girl by Acid Bath, Phantom Opera Ghost by Iced Earth, and last but not least, The Nurse Who Loved Me, which was a terrible cover by A Perfect Circle. That was a lot. Okay, so that was the 15 creepiest love songs according to Loudwire. So that's pretty much it for today, everyone. So thank you all for listening and supporting the Circle Pit podcast. It really means the world to me, and it feels good to be back doing all these shows for all of you. If you or you know of anyone that wants to be on the show, send me a message and we will work something out. I'm open to anything. Also, to all of you who have been on my Facebook and Instagram, yes, I posted a Jeffrey Dahmer meme. No, I don't support Jeffrey Dahmer, nor do I support any other murderer. That's insane. I got a little backlash from someone, so I don't support anyone that kills people. Only in the horror movies. But no, Jeffrey Dahmer, that was just a meme. Just enjoy the meme and listen to what Blothar said a couple weeks ago. Laugh. Just laugh. So, with that being said, keep an eye on the Facebook and Instagram page. I'll be in contact with all of you, and I will be back here March 1st to kick off the second annual Circle Pit Madness. Horns up, stay metal.